Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. Today's all about the Uvalde Card Drive. Okay, you guys, it all started with a little video, a call to action, and you guys blessed us. 43 trips to the post office. Lots and lots of packages. Do not bend. Uh-oh, they missed that. And a lot of smiles. It was amazing. You guys showed up and showed out in such a big style. There were over 500 packages. That means over 500 people responded with love for the community of Uvalde. So here is just some of the footage that I got, the capturing the flow. Sometimes it was as many as 50 boxes when I would go to the post office. It was a lot. I used IKEA bags, dollies, all kinds of things. This is what you guys did. I would go in, they stopped putting things in my little box, and they just started giving me these big carts that would have P.O. Box 728 on it. You guys, there were over 14,000 handmade greeting cards that you all sent in. This is not the act of me. This is the act of all of you. And it took my whole family being involved. My mother did a ton of sorting. My mother-in-law helped. My sister-in-law helped out even one evening when she was over. My daughter, my son would help me every single day, all 43 trips to the post office to pick up things. My father-in-law helped. I had to be out of town for a conference for 4 days, so he went to the post office for me on those 4 days. My husband helped. None of this would be possible without his support. I asked him the other night before we delivered to Uvalde, hey, next time I say, can I do a card drive? What are you going to say? And he said, let me check the calendar for the next 2 months. He's like, I would never say no to such a beautiful thing, but we would have to check our calendar. We had a family reunion during this time. I had this 4-day conference at work. I mean, there was a lot that we were juggling, but this drive just meant so much to me. It meant so much to all of you. I know it did, and it will mean so much to Uvalde. We packed over 20 boxes just like this one. I did lose count of the cards. Honestly, it's somewhere between 14,000 at a minimum to 20. I just don't know. This was my first card drive. I certainly learned a lot from it. I can't even begin to tell you as a creative how inspired I was by all of the cards. And one of the most inspiring things were the simple cards. I think we overcomplicate things is what I learned from this card drive. And I was just in awe by people's response. We take on these endeavors, and it is going to bless me and my family, and hopefully the families in Uvalde for a long time. But most definitely it made an impact on our family. Even to the delivery of the cards. I will tell you that my children, they're probably a bit sheltered, but they were really kind of scared to go and kind of unsure, and we went and we spent the whole day in Uvalde, and they realized it's wonderful there, and the community is beautiful, rich in history, and that was just, one tragic, very, very tragic moment in the history of Uvalde, but it is so much more. So this is my hubby loading up the day of. His back, his knees were hurting. It didn't stop him, but I did jump in to help him. And even my son wanted to help. My son helped me with all of the boxes. He was so helpful. And so engaged in this card drive, and that's why I say it was such a blessing. It was a blessing for my children to see love pouring out in these sad times. And so thank you for that. Thanks. I'm honored that this all transpired, that this took place. And I do pray that all of these cards will deliver a smile, that they will let the residents of Uvalde know that they're not forgotten. It's been a couple of months and they are still etched in our hearts. So we're loading up the last few boxes. We did end up taking 2 cars. Even my mom and my mother-in-law joined us. It was a family affair, from sorting to packing and delivering, which made it even more special. There's my growing son, proud to help, and we were on the road. You guys, we got to meet Cynthia. She came to accept over 1,000 cards that were signed to the families with messages and prayers. She came to accept those, and so we met her at the chamber, and then the wonderful crew at the Chamber of Commerce. You guys, they treated us so well. It was amazing. So that's what we're going to head into now. Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. I'm standing here with Cynthia. Cynthia, thank you so much for accepting these handmade cards.
Thank you.
Cynthia is here to accept all the handmade cards that will have written messages for the families, and she's going to make sure they get there.
Thank you so much, everybody from Uvalde community and all the families that have been affected. I really, really, really thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the lovely cards that y'all have been sending, and y'all continue to send, and all the love and support that y'all continue to show. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Biddy Penny, and I'm here with MJ. We just met today. He's at the Uvalde Chamber of Commerce, and it's the day. All of your cards are being delivered. It's finally happening, and I wanted to give them an opportunity just to say hello and give you their thanks.
Well, Biddy Penny, thank you so much, and thank you to all those who created these beautiful cards, not only from Texas, from the country, but across the world. They will make a lasting impression, and they will mean so much to these families and our community here in Uvalde. Months after the tragedy struck, we thank you for thinking of us, for keeping us close in your hearts, and for the thoughts and these beautiful cards. They're beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh yes, and MJ welcomed us here today, you guys, and he gave our family the Uvalde history.
Of course.
And this city is so beautiful. Driving in today, we got to see the whole topography. It's just gorgeous, and then to be welcomed here the way that you guys welcomed us, you really rolled out the red carpet.
Yes, and we love visitors here in Uvalde. Our roots, the history of Uvalde is so deep, and please come visit us. Stop by the Chamber and Visitor Center. We'd love to have you. Anytime.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's so much more than the tragedy.
We are so much more, yes.
I can, just from being here for a couple of hours, I can see that this community thrives off of so much strength,
of course,
and togetherness.
Yes, ma'am.
And that gives a lot of life. And it gives me peace knowing that you guys are well on the road of healing.
Yes, we are Uvalde strong, but with that comes we're stronger together. We come together as a community. Once all the media cleared out after the tragedy, we realized that we were the ones, to pick up the pieces and move forward together. So that's what we're doing, and that's a big part of the chamber and the visitor center right now. Is we want to make sure that everyone is coming together, and with the help of Biddy Penny and all of you, we know that our community feels loved.
Good,
yes.
And that was our purpose.
Yes.
If we could just deliver a smile to someone,
of course,
that's what we wanted to do.
Well, you're delivering many, many smiles. Many, so thank you.
Something around 20,000, we hope.
Yes, well, thank you so much.
Thank you, MJ.
Of course.
And thank you, everyone who sent in cards. It wouldn't be possible without you. If you hadn't taken the time to bless, then we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.